Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Now, everything old is new again. America's entertainment pop culture talk show.
It may well possess a rudimentary intelligence.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
Felt a great disturbance in the force.
Hello, I'm Mr. Red.
Come on, Mark, like a job for me.
Where's the goodies? Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
I bet you wouldn't have done anything like this if Mom and Dad were here.
You filthy criminal.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Here are your hosts, Douglas Viviani and David Cohen.
If you find this recording, don't feel bad about this. Part of the journey is the end. Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. Food and water ran out 4 days ago. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning. When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
Ooh, that's ominous. Wowee. That, first of all, was Iron Man. And Iron Man is in a tough spot right there in the trailer for Avengers Endgame, a movie that's going to be coming out May 3rd, 2019. I am here with David Cohen, the resident critic himself.
Yes.
And he's going to be helping us assimilate all of the movies from 2019 that will be released, none of which we have seen yet. We will just kind of be your friend to say, hey, did you know this movie's coming out, that movie? It might be a good idea to see this one. What do you think about that one? Because it's just a cornucopia of movies that it's time to dive in and see what's happening, what's going to go on in Hollywood 2019. Is it going to be a good year or not? I think it looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty good year in movies. I'll tell you that right at the back.
Yeah, you know, it's a movieopolis. That's what's happening. It's just this ton of movie bricks that are being dropped on us in 2019. I hope there are some good ones. Well, some sound promising.
In no particular order, we'll start with that Endgame, starring just about everybody in the planet. Ant-Man, one of my favorites, is going to be participating in this.
There was so much buzz around the trailer when that trailer dropped that you got to think this is just going to knock it out of the park.
It looks so incredible. Like, how are they going to solve this problem? The original core Avengers, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, are still together, and they're going to need to add some help. And I think Ant-Man is going to be a pretty significant factor. I think from what I see, he's doing some time travel.
Oh,
so
just like we do occasionally.
Correct. And although other than our voices, he can bring his whole body to the different locations. I think this is going to be a fascinating, interesting movie. How do you not want to go see the Avengers? Please tell me.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So that's easy. That's the first one. I have a couple of clips here. Let's just listen to another one. It's Captain Marvel. Now, this is something, again, it's
Brie Larson.
It's Brie Larson. It's a new character to the screen in the middle of all of this that's going on. And if you remember the last movie of the Avengers, Captain Marvel was called upon through a text message, if you will, to come help save the day in Endgame. So I think she'll be there. But this movie is what happens before then. Little piece of the pie.
I know a renegade soldier when I see one. Never occurred to me that one might come from above. Space invasion, big car chase. Truth be told, I was ready to hang it up till I met you today. So you're not from around here?
It's hard to explain.
David Cohen coming out in March before the Avenger movie. What do you think?
Yeah, great. Hey, one of my favorite actresses, Brie Larson, Captain Marvel. I'm going to be there.
She's no Mila Kunis, but I will go with you on that. I will go with you.
She's better than Mila Kunis.
Yes, and I think you're right. This looks like it's really going to be good. And I'll tell you something. For Marvel, it's nice to see a female character that has real power. I'm not putting down the Black Widow, but Black Widow's power is non-existent. She's very good what she does, and she's acrobatic and all, but she has no super powers.
And one thing about Brie Larson is that, again, I get back to this theme, but I trust that any project that she is involved with, based on her body of work, You laughed at me when I said her body
because
of work.
I think it's silly. I think actors and actresses pick projects based upon the dollar sign most of the time, and so if you pick it based upon who's in the movie, I'm not sure you're going to be successful. It's going to be. She's great. It's going to be a great movie. She's been in some great stuff, yes, but every actor and actress right in this era have been in flops too because they just pick it based upon other factors than the script, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, in the meantime, let's take a look at Spider-Man Far From Home.
It's a long story.
You're a lot like your father. You really are, Peter, and that's a good thing. But your father lived by a philosophy, a principle, really. He believed that if you could do good things for other people, you had a moral obligation to do those things. That's what's at stake here. Not choice. Responsibility.
Okay, now that's not telling much because that's not coming out until July 5th, 2019.
Right.
This is after Spider-Man comes back from Avengers 4. And Spider-Man is going to be up against Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio.
Uh-huh.
That sounds like it might be pretty interesting. What do you think?
Could be. Hey, I'm starting to get a little fatigue from the superhero movies. I got to be honest with you. But I continue to be wrong because they keep making so much money. It's ridiculous.
And every star in Hollywood, sooner or later, is ending up in one of these movies.
True.
You notice? I mean, now Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm not putting him down at all. But whatever. They're all involved in the superhero movies. How do you turn them down?
It's hard to. I mean, the money involved and the exposure, and yeah, you don't have to act. It's great.
One that I think might breathe and take a look at Shazam, and I think this is one that you'd like to talk to because I think you may get a kick out of this one because it's a little different superhero.
Okay.
I choose you as champion.
Hello?
Say my name so my powers may flow through you.
But I don't know your name, sir.
Shazam.
Are you for real?
Say it!
Okay! Shazam?
Now that's April 2019. You familiar with Shazam? Like, the comic book?
Sure.
All right. Now
I remember the TV show that was on Saturday mornings.
Was it good? I don't remember it.
Oh yeah, it was really cool.
Tell me the story of this guy. Do you know the basics?
I don't because I always get that confused with Captain Marvel because Captain Marvel used to say Shazam to become Captain Marvel.
Yes. So this is a boy that I forget how it works, but it's somewhere in his being he has this other person that's a superhero. That if he says the word Shazam, that person comes along and is the superhero. So there's a dichotomy there. Zachary Levi, you know him?
No.
You don't know him?
No.
Mark Strong, I don't know.
No.
Asher Angel. So it's all new people. But what I think you're going to like about this is comedy. They're infusing a lot of comedy into this, and it's a first DC movie that I have seen on the horizon that literally has comedy in it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All of this so dark that I'm not so sure that you've seen it at all in DC, and I think this is going to be a huge hit for DC, one of the few besides Wonder Woman. But I think you're going to get a kick out of Shazam. You're going to have a lot of fun with that. Now, what about Rocket Man? Have you heard of this? It's not a superhero. There was a Rocket Man back.
Is that starring Elton John?
Yes. Well, it's Elton John's story. So I think that could be pretty interesting.
Who played this? Is it a documentary?
No, it's a. Well, how do you define it? It's like they did with Bohemian Rhapsody. It's a.
Oh, okay.
They made it come alive. A biography, let's call it. It's not a documentary.
Yes.
So these biographies of Johnny Cash and all, are they any good? Do you really like these biographies no matter how good they are? Can you get involved or no?
The problem with doing the biographies in movies is that the instant criticism of, oh, that didn't really happen that way, or, that person didn't do that until later. It's all out of sequence. And it's sort of like, it kind of ruins it for you going in when you know it's not really a true 100% true story.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be for me. But when I hear about it beforehand, it sort of ruins it for me. And that's what happened with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Now, what did you think of Bohemian? You saw it?
No, that's the thing. I haven't because I've heard all these gripes about it. And it's like, now I'm not sure I want to see it.
True. But meanwhile, my brother saw it, and he can't stop raving about it.
Really?
I mean, he wasn't necessarily a Queen fan before, and now he is. That might be part of it, too. If you're not a fan and don't know all this story and whatever, maybe it's a little more acceptable, more palatable to watch the biography, which emphasizes certain things that may or may not have been really that significant in the artist's life. But we'll go out with Little Rocket Man. I think it'd be worth a while to take a look, just based on the fact that Bohemian Rhapsody was so well received. Maybe not critically. I don't know. If it actually was received pretty good critically. The fan just saying of Queen didn't really go for it. But it made a lot of money.
The true fans of Queen did not, right.
But it made a lot of money and opened up Queen music to a lot of new people. So Rocket Man might do the same thing, and hopefully we're all on the ride there with all of these movies.
Brie Larson Academy Award winner, by the way.
For
the movie Room. She was a Best Supporting Actress.
How about that?
It's a pretty high honor.
It sure is. We'll be back right after this, and everything old is new again.
You're listening to Everything Old is New Again, America's entertainment pop culture talk show with Douglas Viviani and David Cohen.
Welcome, baby Dumbo. We're all family here, no matter how small.
You have something very rare. You have wonder. Mystique. You have magic. Come with me. Together, we can soar on that elephant's wings.
Welcome back to Everything Old is New Again. Can you place that trailer? What movie that's going to be coming
Dumbo?
out? That's Dumbo, directed by Tim Burton, Colin Farrell.
Oh, Tim Burton?
Michael Keaton. Danny DeVito.
Oh, I have to
coming
see
out
that.
March 29.
Okay. That puts a different spin on it.
Look at this trailer. I'm telling you, this looks terrific.
Dumbo in the house.
Now, who would have thought this Dummy Dumbo story? Like it's like kind of a throwaway, isn't it, from the Disney?
Not when Tim
world?
Burton gets his hands on it.
This is, but he doesn't do all this Edward Scissorhands Batman stuff. It looks like he went pretty. I'm not gonna say for him, pretty down the middle of the road with this. But it's a real. I mean, it looks like it's a story that's gonna. It's a real go get 'em. You're gonna enjoy this.
I like Michael Keaton. I love Michael Keaton.
Yes. So any movie that Michael Keaton's in, you say?
Go see it.
There you go.
Just like Brie Larson and Mila Kunis.
Now, along those lines, there's another, like that, of course, that was a cartoon from Disney that now, or animation, right, movie, that's now real people, real things going on there, although I think the Dumbo is going to be...
No elephants were harmed in the making of this movie.
But now there's another one coming out.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom. But a king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
All right, so obviously that's Lion King, directed by Jon Favreau.
Wait,
Iron Man.
Wasn't that a movie already?
Yes, but that was an animation. This is going to be real life.
Oh, wow.
It's got Donald Glover. It's got Beyonce Knowles, Seth Rogen.
That's Beyonce, you know.
Yeah.
You don't have to say her last name.
No, okay. I do, because I don't know her. James L. Jones, Alfre Woodard. I'm kidding when I say that. Who's Chiwetel Ejiofor? Do you know who that is?
No.
All right. So regardless, it's a heck of a cast. We know
cast.
the story. It's coming out in July 2019. You have no interest in that, apparently.
I have. Can you have less than no interest, or is no the absolute?
I have to tell you the truth. Dumbo I have interest in because the animation story and all that's okay, but it wasn't like so like a cornerstone of your life, if you will. Lion King's done so well, that cartoon or the animation.
Yeah.
Why do you need that one? Doesn't need to be. And
For
those are
money.
all animals, by the way.
Money,
right?
money.
But they're all animals. So if they're all animals, you're not using real people. If that makes sense. So like, it's still
it's
just
weird.
sort of an animation.
Right.
So I agree with you. So that one, it'll probably make a lot of money, but I think that's going to be middle of the road to me. I think Dumbo's going to be tremendous, but here's the catch. Aladdin, coming out May 24th, the third in this kind of a thing happening this year from Disney. Guy Ritchie directs it. Will Smith is in it.
Some Guy Ritchie directs it?
Some Guy Ritchie. Going to be a flop. I'm telling you, mark my words.
Why is that?
Guy Ritchie can't direct, number one. Number two, he's never done anything. He's done a lot of directing. He's never done anything that's been significantly done well. The last thing he did was The Man from U.N.C.L.E. flop. He did the Sherlock Holmes decent, those movies, but I'm sorry, it's not just his fault. This story with Aladdin and making it timely and so forth, I just don't think it's the right time or place. I don't think the actors are going to be that involved in it. I think the music, who's going to sing? Will Smith is going to sing now. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there. I think Aladdin's one to miss. What do you think?
Well, it seems like the Disney movies have become the new superhero movies. Like there's 8 of them coming out every year. So I think this one's going to get lost in the shuffle. I think.
All right,
I think
good
you're
for
right.
you. I agree with you. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you seen, or did you see last year this movie, It, the clown?
No, I did not.
Stephen King.
I know of it. But I know of it.
You know of it? But no.
It's also the one word the Knights of Ni can't stand.
From?
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
There you go. Now,
anyway,
Chapter 2 is coming out September 6th.
So It 2?
Yeah, let's see what this...
It, comma,
It is coming
T-O-O,
out...
or It, comma,
It,
T-W?
quote, Chapter 2.
It's back.
My granddad was right.
I saw a leopard.
Georgie's not dead. You're insane!
I'll be 40 and far away from here. Georgie is dead.
He wants to divide us.
Hey, Bevy.
How is that possible?
Where you going, Yanks? You want to know what runs all this? You go find it.
Losers fight it, losers die, and you know that.
Now, if you saw that movie last year...
Wait, is that the one with the clown in the sewer?
Yes.
Oh, God.
It takes place with the kids, it's against kids. This is now 30 years later, and people used to complain, or did complain, that It novel was so big that the last movie was only half of the novel.
I see.
So they're continuing...
So this would be like the second half.
Second
of the
half, Pennywise, shape-shifting clown. To me, I'm out. What about you?
Yeah, I wasn't in for It 1, so...
So It is out, but
not looking good for It.
It's not looking good for It, but I don't know. It's something they may want to consider. A lot of people that saw it were pretty frightened to their core when they saw
I
that.
thought it was a movie called IT, which the IT department, and that kind of interested me.
Yeah,
But
Silicon
once I
Valley.
found out no,
just not like a lunchtime in Silicon Valley.
And
what
some of
happened.
those guys can, believe me, be scary clowns, but it's not that at all.
No. All right, let's turn to a different kind of a clown. A clown of a Titan nature, Godzilla 2.
But like all living organisms, the Earth unleashed a fever to fight this infection. Its original and rightful rulers, the Titans. For thousands of years, these creatures have remained in hiding around the world. And unless all the Titans are found, our planet will perish, and so will we. They are the only guarantee that life will carry on.
Godzilla, King of Monsters, May 31st, 2019, pitting Godzilla against Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah.
Is Bryan Cranston in this one as well?
No, he is not. This is no real known actors in this at all. I think this is going to be underrated and a lot of fun. Now, will it be the greatest movie on the planet?
Well, that's the question. No.
It's going to make a lot of money, and it's going to continue this franchise.
But you're not going to like it.
I'm going to love it. But I don't.
Is it going to be a good movie?
Yes, I know it's not Shakespeare. You know what I mean? It's monsters fighting each other.
But it could be a good movie. It could be a bad movie.
I
right?
think it's going to be really well done. The trailer looks great. What do you think? You're interested in this thing? Or no?
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful it will be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It'd
I
be
think
great if it was.
If you were the one to create the sequel to Godzilla, and which is basically this is up against a 3-headed monster, and it's up against
they're going all in here, right? They're putting all the monsters in. Why are they doing that?
Do you think that's a good move?
No.
No. It's like a battle royale doesn't do it for you.
Let's say the movie's a hit. Who does Godzilla have left to fight after that?
King Kong. King Kong is next. Godzilla versus King Kong's already on the slate.
I see.
For 2021.
I see.
So
what about Mothra?
Mothra's in this one, isn't he?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mothra and Rodan are in this, which is the giant turtle that flies.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I get a kick out of these movies. If you've heard a number of our shows, go back to everythingoldisnewagain.biz and or our YouTube site, which is Everything Old is New Again Radio. You'll see we did a number of shows on Godzilla.
Yeah, and I have hope for this because I saw the first Godzilla and I liked it. So I
with Bryan Cranston. Did he die in that one? I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Oh, he might have.
Yeah. But I think you'll get a kick out of this. I really thought Skull Island, the sequel to the King Kong, the latest revamp, was really good.
Maybe I wasn't in the right mood, but I tried watching it, and in 10 minutes,
really?
I had to turn it.
I loved it. John C. Reilly is so funny and so irreverent.
Just the whole. Maybe I needed to keep with it because the first 10 minutes, I was like, "What?
Really?
Oh God, get me away from this."
Give it a try. That guy that plays Loki is in it also.
Oh, okay.
But if you only did 10 minutes, you didn't really see the monster and all the action and stuff.
No, I didn't.
That's
how turned off I was. Like, I don't even want to see the monster.
They had a lot of tongue in cheek, and they did some comedy. It was really. I thought it was very well done.
My tongue was in my cheek because I was asleep. Basically, that's why.
And you know who was in that movie? Was Brie Larson in that? Yes, she was.
Godzilla?
Yes, she was.
Yes, she played Godzilla, I believe. That was a starring
Godzilla's
role.
love interest. It was very good. Very good. I'll tell you, you'll enjoy that. But
okay.
All right, back to it. For this year, out of those, we just saw, Dumbo, Lion King, Aladdin, It, Godzilla 2. I used to say, believe it or not, Dumbo and Godzilla, 2 movies about, we'll call them animals, right?
Right.
Will carry the day.
Okay.
I really think that's going to be the way to go.
I can't disagree with you.
All right, we'll be back right after this. And Everything Old is New Again. What the heck? Oh, this is Frozen 2, the sequel. We'll talk about that when we get back.
Everything Old is New Again is sponsored by the law office of Douglas Viviani. Douglas Viviani has been providing quality legal service for over 26 years. We're a general practice firm and can handle any legal matter you may have for a reasonable fee. If you're involved in a car accident, starting a business, planning your estate, or need a criminal attorney, please call 631-681-1910 or email us at vivianilaw@aol.com for a free consultation. Get the justice you deserve. Contact the law office of Douglas Viviani at vivianilaw@aol.com.
Now, back to America's entertainment pop culture talk show. Everything Old is New Again with Douglas Viviani and David Cohen.
This is David Schulner, executive producer of Emerald City, NBC, Friday nights at 9, and you're listening to Everything Old is New Again with Douglas Viviani and David Cohen.
All right, we're back, and we're taking a look at the movie season or movie year of 2019. It's upon us. What movies do we think will be interesting to see? What'll be flops? Just kind of guide you through the cornucopia of movies that are going to be out there. That was David Schulner. This is a TV producer and creator of a TV show. We've had him on our show before. He did Emerald City. He's also now has a new show called New Amsterdam. If you've seen the commercial about a doctor that is trying to change the ways of a hospital.
Reinvent the hospital.
Right. So there he is. So maybe we'll have him back on talking about that show or not. I don't know. Is that a big hit? It's not really a hit yet. Maybe it'll be renewed. It would be nice for a friend of the show. Everything Old is New Again. Well, let's get back to it. David Cohen, do you have a list or any movies that are coming out 2019 that you're looking forward to seeing?
Yes, I do.
Like what?
Okay. Oh, looking forward to? I'm going to put it's going to be a mixed bag in here.
Okay,
Either looking forward to or not. Here's one I'm not. And as I read the description, you'll see why.
All right.
All right, this movie is called The Upside. Already, bad title.
Right.
All right. Starring Bryan Cranston. Okay, good. That's good. Kevin Hart. Boom. Out.
Yeah.
Done. Movie is finished.
Really?
Because of
Is
the
it gonna be a
trouble.
comedy?
Because Kevin Hart, the trouble he's in, and no one's going to see this.
Oh, what
movie
trouble
now.
is it? He's
the thing he
he's a
said
Me Too
about,
guy, or
no? He said something about.
Oh, I missed it.
About it was like a homophobic type of.
Okay. All right.
That he said years ago, and he's been called down a lot of times, and recently, he said that it's no big deal and stopped bothering him about it. So he's kind of on
that's
the
not
outs.
even an apology.
Exactly.
Oh, my goodness.
So, but and there's one more thing. So Bryan Cranston and Kevin Hart starred in this Paul Feig scripted remake of the French hit The Intouchables, which was a fantastic movie. And here we are, the Americans, trying to remake it. So for me, that's strike three. No way this movie's going to do
And that
well.
has nothing to do with Elliot Ness, obviously.
Correct. Which was the Untouchables.
The other Untouchables.
No, this French movie is called The Intouchables.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's out. Not
But
worth-
on the positive side,
Yes.
another movie, M. Night Shyamalan, who I always root for, because he just made one of my favorite all-time movies, and I always hope that the movies he comes out with...
One or two? What do you think of? Which one are you saying is your all-time favorite?
the I See Dead People
Right.
movie.
What about the other one?
I like that, too, The Crop Circle.
Yes.
I think it was very underrated.
That was tremendous.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
I did
There are
too.
no
I
coincidences.
did too.
Okay, so
all right, so he's coming out with a movie called Glass.
Right.
All right, and so for those who left Split, the movie Split, absolutely buzzing at the hint of a Shyamalan inverse, were thrilled when it was announced that Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson, two more of my favorite actors, would be joined by James McAvoy for a crossover named for Jackson's unbreakable villain, Mr. Glass. So that's coming out
So
any,
these
any
are
moment.
original superheroes. That's what's interesting about
Yes.
it. He's created his own superheroes, and there were prior movies that relate and bring you to the place where this movie's starting, this Glass.
Exactly.
So I think that's interesting. Okay, I can
All right.
go with that. I think
So-
one of those is Unbreakable, is the last one that the
Yes.
Bruce Willis character was in.
Yes.
All right,
Sure.
so I think we're talking
All right, so
about...
I think that's going to be a good. I think there could be a resurgence for.
Okay, and Signs
for
was the
M.
movie we
Night.
were speaking about previously.
Signs, yes, the Crop Circle.
I hope it is, because he's had so many flops thereafter, The Village.
I know.
Other ones.
I
So,
know.
And I'm going to throw one out at you.
Go for it.
I think this is going to be... I think this is going to be a big hit. Greyhound. Horrible name.
Is that the movie about the bus line?
No.
Oh, because that would have been good.
There is one like that, by the way. Yeah. Tom Hanks and Elizabeth Shue.
I like it so far. Love Elizabeth Shue.
And he's no longer... I tried to get on the show, by the way, a couple of times. They responded, we might.
Elizabeth Shue?
But now
Or
I think
Tom
we're going to
Hanks?
have... No, Elizabeth Shue. I think we're going to have a problem now because she's going to be in this movie. He's going to make a lot of money, and she'll go
man.
out of our... Let's see if I can get her before this movie comes out,
That would
which
be
is
nice.
March. Anyway, bottom line is he is in command of a naval ship in World War II called the Greyhound, pursued by German U-boats across the Atlantic. And I think that this is... How do I say this? He's very reverent of the World War II legacy.
That's true.
And in real
is
life,
he's in it as well?
He is acting in it. And director Aaron Schneider, who won an Oscar for the best live action short back in 2003, whatever that is. But the bottom line is, a talented individual. It looks like it's going to be, I think, something. Tom Hanks at this point
doesn't make a bad movie.
Well,
often.
we can't laugh at that guy because he does pick out
Right.
he has the ability, like unfortunately lots of other actors don't have. He can pick and choose,
right?
And I think that's really going to carry the day. Of course, the last World War II movie for him, Saving Private Ryan,
right? I mean, he's no Brie Larson, but okay,
exactly.
All right. My turn, or you want to
throw
do another one?
I could do another. You want me to
Go
do
ahead,
another
one? Yeah.
Along the same lines. Now that one's coming out in March. Tom Hanks in October is going to be releasing or involved in a movie called You Are My Friend.
Huh.
Any idea what that is?
Is it? It sounds like it's Toy Story related.
It kind of. He will star as Fred Rogers in the story of
nice.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Oh, I heard about that.
I think this is, and I don't know what it is about Mr. Rogers. I've looked up recently, just for kicks. He did a speech once, which was very moving when he won an award. He was on the Senate floor in the 1960s when he was trying to get funding for national public television. And I think if you look at what he's done in the past, beyond that, like just look at clips of the show, you just have a nice place in your heart for this guy. So I don't know what controversy there will be, if any, in this movie. And they always say you make movies, you want to have some villain or what have you. Maybe it'll be that they can't raise money for TV or whatever it might be.
Right.
I don't know, but I think that could be good. Fred Rogers,
nice. Did you see the documentary on Mr. Rogers?
I did not. I want to see that. Really
pretty
good.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right. So where is that? Is that on a?
I think you can get it from iTunes. You know, you could pay-per-view it now. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe we'll do that tonight. All right. Well, you got another one?
Yeah, I do. So one of my favorite directors hasn't been around in a while. Robert Rodriguez. You ever hear of him?
I've heard. Yeah. Go ahead.
He produced a movie many years ago, literally for a few $100. It became a big smash. So this movie is called Alita Battle Angel, also coming out really soon. It was initially scheduled to come out last year. It's produced by James Cameron, so that's good. It's an adaptation of a Japanese manga, I guess, publication. And they decided to push it back. But so it's James Cameron, good. Robert Rodriguez directing, awesome. Some of the stars in it as well. Christopher Waltz, Academy Award winner. Christoph Waltz. Jennifer Connelly, great actress. Michelle Rodriguez. Cyborg, CGI. I think it's got a good mix of potential, and I think it's going to be a sleeper hit.
What's the name of it again?
It's the only thing that's wrong with it. Alita, Battle Angel.
Yeah, come on.
I
Just
know.
call it Battle Angel.
Exactly.
Come on. All right, but that sounds okay. You have any others? I have a couple.
Yeah, well,
more.
it was a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Ah.
I have seen all of them. I can't miss a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Tell us
Once
about this
Upon
one.
a Time in Hollywood. And we actually have a trailer, soundtrack trailer from it, which we're going to play in a minute. But it happens around the time of the Manson family murders in 1969 in the summer.
Of Sharon Tate, I guess.
The Sharon Tate
yeah.
murders, right. And I think we have an audio clip from the trailer. Here we go, from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Hey, aren't you Charles Manson?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Hey, man, you're weird. I hope you're not going to do any bad stuff.
Hey, man, I'm not weird. I got followers following me. You want to follow me? I got a lot of going on. We can live in a house. We live in a commune together. I put a cross on my forehead. We have a lot of time. We have a lot of fun.
Okay, this could be interesting. Well, what are you going to do tonight?
Well, we're going to go up into the hills of Hollywood there, and we're going to draw some blood from Sharon Tate.
Oh, cool. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, groovy. Let's go do it.
I mean, that's really...
that was an actual... I mean, they could work on that audio trailer, I think, to make it a little more interesting.
A little music behind them, maybe. The acting's a little off, but okay. I think this could be really good, but it's what a dark... We can laugh now because it's 60 years later, but what a dark individual, what a dark person with a horrible, horrible set of events that went on with that jerk, you know?
Leo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Al Pacino, Dakota Fanning, James Marsden. Count up the number of awards just with Al Pacino alone, and I believe Margot Robbie was nominated or won one for the Tonya Harding movie last year.
Maybe they'll explain. I hope they do how someone would follow such a lunatic like that. You know, like
it's possible.
It's fascinating.
But
it's
the other thing with Quentin Tarantino, is that if he does historical-based things, he kind of skews the truth purposefully, but
so he's changed. I mean, I think it's an interesting psychological study as why someone would follow anyone, number one, to begin with, and number two, to follow like a person like that. I mean, you know? So it's interesting.
And by the way, I don't think it's about the murders necessarily. It's sort of like that. That's the backdrop of the story.
Okay.
So that trailer... could not have been really on point, but was realistic nonetheless.
All right, we'll be back right after this. Everything Old is New again. One more set of movies you should see, or maybe not, in 2019. I kind of got used to saying it.
Really. This is Everything Old is New Again, America's entertainment pop culture talk show with Douglas Viviani and David Cohen.
Hello, I'm Kevin Burns, and I'm the executive producer of the new Lost in Space on Netflix, The Curse of Oak Island, and Ancient Aliens on the History Channel. And you're listening to Everything Old is New Again with Douglas Viviani and David Cohen.
There we are, and we're happy to have joined Kevin Burns together with Everything Old is New Again. He was a great guest. He's a player in Hollywood. We're happy to have him on board. And now, let's take a look at the final section of our show. We'll take a look at the remainder of the movies that we feel should be mentioned and take a look at in the horizon for the year 2019, which is what we're in, obviously, now. David Cohen, you have one you're dying to talk about. I know this.
Well, yeah, Toy Story 4. We have to mention that one.
Yes, go right ahead.
So how could this miss? It's not going to. It's going to be great.
The series completed beautifully after 3, I thought, when they gave the toys to somebody else, so another little girl, what have you. So how is this going to, what are they going to do now?
I don't know, but I trust in it completely. They wouldn't be doing it. Again, all of the main characters are coming back. All of them.
Okay.
And they're huge stars, and I know they're getting paid a lot for it. But again, I think if they didn't think it was that good, they might not agree to do it.
Right. So the little girl is going to have some problem that owns them now, I guess. I mean, is there any, I don't know. Yeah. Is there any thought there? Is there any statement as to what's the theme or what's happening?
I don't know. I mean, I see your point. Like, it couldn't have gotten any better. You couldn't have thought of any better ending for the series after Toy Story 3. So I really don't know where this is going to go.
We'll find out.
But like I said, I trust in Toy Story.
All right. Leo. It's not funny. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of a turn here from that to Kenneth Branagh, who, have you been a fan of his through the years?
Yeah.
But he's been very much into Shakespeare.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And putting that on the screen, and very serious.
Yes.
And although he was in Harry Potter, I thought he was pretty good in that. I'm interested because he was just in The Murder on Orient Express from 2017 as Horatio Poirot, and I think, even though that movie didn't make a ton of money, I think he did a nice job. They're now going to do Death on the Nile, another Agatha Christie, and I think it's a better story than Murder on the Orient Express, because I don't like the ending of the Murder on the Orient Express.
Right. Especially since everyone knows the ending already. It's not much of a surprise.
And it wasn't, it really, I don't know. I don't think it was the best work, although it could have been. I think it's a great vehicle for so many actors. But I think Death on the Nile is better story. I think it's going to be a real nice event, November 2019, November 8th, 2019 when it comes out. He's also directing. So I like him as a director too.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really good.
You think it's a big hit? All right, let's
wholeheartedly agree.
All right, there we go. I like to see that.
All right, here's a larky one. Were you a fan of Freaks and Geeks, the TV show?
Yes.
Okay. So Linda Cardellini, who was the girl in Freaks and Geeks, she's in a movie that's coming out soon called The Curse of La Llorona. Again, these titles, I don't know, man. It's just... Anyway, I have no idea whether it's going to be good, but I'm going to see it because I think she's a really good actress, and she really hasn't been in much. So I'll just read you what it says here. This James Wan-produced Frightener stars Linda Cardellini as a widowed social worker who finds striking and terrifying parallels between what's happening to a family she's investigating and the strange occurrences haunting her own.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be bad. But
yeah, it doesn't sound great.
I have a soft spot in my heart for any Freaks and Geeks alumni, especially ones that aren't as well known.
Right.
So.
All right, I'll go for that. I give it a try anyway. Frozen 2 we referenced before. I'm not sure. November 27th is coming out. You've got all the original people coming back, as well as the original directors, and I think the original team that did the book. They call it. Did the
they
music.
had to do that, right? How could they not make a sequel?
Exactly. So they're trying to get lightning in a bottle again. Sure. I think it could work because the characters still have a lot to say. I think. So that could be fun. Josh Gad, I like as that. What's that snowman? What the heck is his name?
Oh, yeah, the weird name. I forget.
Yeah, that snowman Olaf, a kick. I think that you can't go too wrong when he's in there, but you need more. I think they will have more. I'm going to jump on this while I have a moment. Jumanji. Did you see Jumanji with Dwayne Johnson and Jack Black previously?
No,
the first one.
No.
Well, I thought it was really well done and a lot of fun, which is rare for Dwayne Johnson movie. Like really well done. They're doing a sequel to it, and I think it may work December 13. But now you said about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's in that as well. So that may bring this down. Well, it may change that.
I could be totally wrong about him, but I have a feeling that he's a little toxic right now.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know.
All right, we'll see what happens, but that's worth to keep an eye on. That's not till December 13th of 2019, so maybe they'll make a change. Who knows, whatever. So you have any others?
Just a couple of quick ones to mention. Can't believe it, but they're doing the Addams Family again.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. The only saving grace is that the cast, I think, is really, really good.
All voices, though, right? It's not a real.
That's right.
It's like an animation.
Correct. But Charlize Theron, Finn Wolfhard, the kid from Stranger Things, Allison Janney. So it has potential. And I also want to mention, a comedy. Like, none of these are comedies,
right.
The ones we've been... So I found one, I don't know. I mean, I think there's a dearth of good comedy movies.
I agree.
And there's been many, many years since there's been a really, really great one.
Yep.
But there's one that has potential. It's called Flarsky. It's coming out soon. Seth Rogen.
Okay.
Charlize Theron, again, who's just terrific. Alex Skarsgård. Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul. Andy Serkis, who was, in that Lord of the Rings, I think.
Right.
And O'Shea Jackson Jr. So I think it's a great cast. Hopefully, the guy who directed it, though, doesn't have a great track record, Jonathan Levine.
Yeah.
Remember the movie Warm Bodies?
No,
neither do I. How about the movie 50-50?
Yeah, no,
neither do I. And last year he came up with a big movie that was very hyped, but was a big failure called, you hear the movie Snatched.
No.
That's with what's her name, and Goldie Hawn, like the mother.
Oh, it's horrible. Yes, horrible.
So I'm hopeful. Maybe
Here's
I
the
don't
thing
know,
with
fourth
that.
time's a charm.
Who's the comedian besides Seth Rogen in that cast? It's funny
Bob
kind of
Odenkirk
people.
is
yeah.
it's funny, and Charlize Theron could be funny.
Right.
She's,
but
yeah, all right.
like with not saying, but
Never mind.
Where are the comedy teams? Of course, we know this; they're gone for forever, probably. But where are the comedy stylings? Like it's like they put one comedian in. That you need more than one comedian in movies to make them really good comedy. Sorry, that's what I'm just.
And the other thing is that we're looking at this list of. There's got to be 50 movies on this list,
right?
Easily,
right? No comedies.
Well, that's the only one I found.
I know. It's
that's
sad.
crazy.
One that might be a comedy, inadvertently. Star Wars, Episode 9. This series has gone downhill.
They have to stop.
Oh man! And I know this is blasphemy, but and J.J. Abrams is coming back to direct this. That cast has absolutely no chemistry whatsoever. Those actors and actresses, I don't think, I know nothing about it, but on the screen, I don't think they get along. They don't, you know what I mean? There's no camaraderie.
That's
Am I wrong? It's intangible. But
no, you're right. That has a lot to do with it.
And the story, the first two stories have been rehashes of the first two stories of the original series. You can't come up with a better story or a different story. You could have hired the two of us, put us in a room for a month, and I could have written, you both could have written a much better creative movie. And by the way, so could have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of Star Wars fans. I'm not saying that we're unique. Better than what they did with these first two movies.
Oh.
I'm really, really disappointed. That's December 20th. So I don't know what's going to happen there. And I think that ends, by the way, ends the Star Wars,
we
world.
can only hope.
We'll see.
We can only hope.
It's so sad because it had such potential.
I know.
And then one that I think will be good, although just needs to be directed properly, Wicked, which is on Broadway now. They're finally making a movie.
It's been a while. I thought they would have done that already,
Been on Broadway for, I don't know.
Years.
Oh, my goodness, it's got to be 15
many
years. Yeah. I think if they get the right people.
Right.
Because it's a great story.
Do you know who they're...
It's not going to be the original Idina Menzel, and
right.
they've aged out on this. So I think that you're going to see new people that you've never heard of, but maybe, somebody like... No, I don't. I can't think of anybody right now that you for that movie. To me, you want brand new people because you don't want to bring the baggage because it's just each character is going to be iconic. Each character has its own feel, and you want those characters to be unique unto themselves. You don't want somebody bringing along baggage from prior movies and stuff.
Right.
It's just me. I think it's so unique a project that I think you want, like a Harry Potter. You want brand new people. So, and the music is great. So, I think that's going to be, if done right, can really outproduce more movies than you think, although musicals don't make tons and tons. The last one, Greatest Showman, made about $175 million. This could, I would say, in that range, possibly.
I just hope the trend seems to be just rehashes of old stories again for 2019.
Well,
hopefully there are some gems in there that original ideas, original
Correct.
concepts. That would be really nice.
I mean, is the problem everything old is new again? Are we bringing to light
that might be
showing that everything old is new again? I mean, look at all those movies that are all rehashing. Agatha Christie, Star Wars. I mean, just go on and on. But that's why we're here. On everything
to keep
old
rehashing, right?
Right. We should do a show on what was the precursor to Everything Old is New Again.
I don't think there was one, was there?
No, I don't think
Ever.
there is. This
There you
is
go.
an original show. All right, we'll be back on Everything Old is New Again.
Everything Old is New Again, except for Everything Old is New Again.
Exactly. Everything new. Right here. On Everything New. On Everything New. On Everything New. On Everything New.
I hope you can edit that.